Hi all. Today we will discuss topics in computer networks. We all know computer network is a collection of computers interconnected by a single technology. So far, you must be aware with the topics related with computer network hardware. We have topics like transmission technologies and the different types of networks based on scaling. Today we will see the network software. Along with the network hardware, the software also plays an important role in computer networks. Commonly, the computer networks are arranged as a stack of layers, one built over another. The number of layers, the name of each layer, the contents of each layer, and the function of each layer differs with different networks. The layer n on one machine communicates with layer n on another machine, and the rules and conventions used in this communication is commonly called as layer n protocol. And we all know protocol is an agreement between the communicating parties. Now we will see the layered architecture. As you can see, we have host 1 and host 2. In host 1 we have 5 different layers. Similarly, in host 2 we have 5 layers. The host 1 communicates with host 2 using these layers. Actually, no data transfer happens directly between layers. Each layer actually transfers data to the below layer. That means the layer 5 transfer data to layer 4, layer 4 in turn to layer 3, then to 2 and to layer 1, and finally it goes to the underlying physical medium, and through the physical medium it reaches the layer 1 in host 2 to layer 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is how the communication happens, and between these layers we have the layer protocols, and between layer 1 and layer 1 of host 1 and host 2 we have the layer 1 protocol. This dotted line actually represent the virtual communication, and the solid line is actually showing the physical communication. And between two adjacent layers there is an interface, and the interface defines which primitive operations and services the lower layer makes available to the upper layer. So the function of each layer is to provide services to the above layer. Layer 1 provides services to layer 2, layer 2 provides services to layer 3, and this goes on. This entire set of protocols and layers is called as network architecture. Now we'll discuss some design issues for the layers. The first design issue is the identification of senders and receivers. During a communication in a network, there will be multiple destinations. So to properly identify a destination, a addressing scheme is commonly used. Another design issue is the rules related with the data transfer. Some communicating party allow data to travel in one direction, and some can travel in both ways. We have simplex and duplex, and this should be properly organized during a communication. Commonly, each network provides two logical channels for communication, one for the normal data and one for urgent data. Next issue is error control. Error can happen during a communication, so the proper error detecting and error correcting codes should be used during communication, and the receiver should be able to communicate with the sender that the data has correctly received or not. Next issue is called the flow control. In some communication, the senders will be sending data at a faster rate, and the receiver may be operating at a slower rate, and this will end up in losing of data. This can be avoided by intimating the sender so that the speed of the sender can be reduced with that of the receiver, and this is commonly called as flow control. Next is the order of messages. the messages sent by the sender may not be received in the same order at the receiving side. So the receiver should be having a provision to allow the data obtained to be reassembled properly. And another issue is to handle long messages. Some processes may split the messages into smaller units, and these smaller units, when reaching the receiver side, the receiver should be able to collect all these smaller messages and make it into the larger message. The next design issue is related with the connection. There will be, in some layers, it will not provide separate connection for the communication. In such cases, they can use the already established connection for multiple destinations. This should be done transparently so that no issues will happen. And another design issue is called routing. There will be multiple paths between source and destination, and during such case the source should properly identify the correct path, and this decision making is done properly using some algorithms, and this technique is called as routing. Hope you are familiar with the topic. If you have any queries, do comment.